Hi students, welcome to Chemistry Online. So today we are going to discuss first order of reactions, second order of reactions, then we will get next. See, in previous class we discussed zero order reactions. Next we are going to discuss first order reactions. First order reactions whose chemical reaction order is 1, they are called first order reactions. See here, if the chemical reaction order is 1, then that is nothing but a first order chemical reaction. Okay, so example NH4NO2 gives rise to N2 plus 2 H2O. Here its order is 1, then that is nothing but a first order reactions. Now units of a rate constant K. Okay, then what happens means so liter into mole inverse into second inverse, liter into mole inverse into second inverse. These are units for rate constant for first order. Okay, so next we are going to discuss second order. Second order reactions. Okay, here if the chemical reaction order is 2, then the chemical reaction is said to be second order chemical reactions. Okay, example 2HI gives rise to H2 plus I2. 2HI gives rise to H2 plus I2. Okay, so then here you have to know first order means second minus 1 units of second minus 1. Okay, then it will be second order reactions. So units for rate constant, units of rate constant K. Then what happens? So here concentration by concentration time needs to moles per liter means a liter comes up, it is nothing but a liter into mole inverse into second inverse. These are the units for second order, means the second order reactions. Like that we may write units for nth order, that is important for nth order, that is important for IP MSET. So we may write for nth order reactions. This is the first order, second order, next we may write third order like that, and nth order. For nth order, see here, for nth order For nth order, units of rate constant, units of K. Okay, here it is, see, moles, mole, 1 minus n, liter, n minus 1, and second inverse. Okay, this is for nth order. It is important for NEET. It is important for NEET or mains. For nth order units of K, mole, 1 minus n, liter, n minus 1, see, second minus 1. This is first order, second order, and this is the way. Next you have to know molecularity of reaction. Molecularity of reaction. Molecularity of chemical reaction. Molecularity of chemical reaction you have to know. Okay, this is important. So what is molecularity means? The number of reacting species, the number of reacting species, the number of reacting species, reacting chemical species, or the number of reacting chemical species. Chemical species means atoms or ions or molecules. Atoms, ions or molecules. The number of reacting chemical species present in elementary step or rate determining step. Rate determining step. It is called molecularity of reaction. Explanation. I will give explanation about molecularity of a reaction. Okay. So here, if you take general A gives rise to B. I am taking a chemical reaction. A gives rise to B. For existing A gives rise to B, it is not done in direct step. It will be in indirect steps. Means first A gives rise to X, then X gives rise to Y, then Y gives rise to B. So first A to X, next X to Y, next Y to B. For existing next A to B, like this. For existing this reaction, this is a elementary step or rate determining step. So in this, how many atoms are present, how many molecules are present, or how many ions are present, this is nothing but a molecularity of a reaction. So X to Y, how many? 1, means this is nothing but a unimolecular gaseous reactions. So types is nothing but a, okay. So first one, a unimolecular gaseous reactions. Unimolecular gaseous reactions. Okay, whose molecularity is 1, they are called whose molecularity, whose molecularity of chemical reaction, whose molecularity of chemical reaction is 1, that is called unimolecular gaseous reactions. Example NH4 NO2 gives rise to N2 plus 2H2O. So it is, its molecularity is 1. So it is unimolecular gaseous reactions. Okay. Then second one is bimolecular gaseous reactions. Bimolecular. So whose molecularity is 2, whose molecularity of chemical reaction is 2, is nothing but bimolecular gaseous reactions. Example H2 plus Cl2 gives rise to 2HCl. Here molecularity, how many molecules? 2 molecules. So molecularity is 2. Then third one is trimolecular gaseous reactions. Trimolecular gaseous reactions. Okay. Here whose molecularity is 3, whose molecularity of chemical reaction is so molecularity equal to 3, then that is said to be trimolecular chemical reactions. So example 2NO plus O2 gives rise to 2NO2. Okay, 2 plus 1, 3, its molecularity is 3. So this is nothing but a molecularity of reaction. Then differences between order and molecularity. So you have to write, by understanding this concept order of reaction and molecularity of reaction, you may write differences between these two. So first differences means order of reaction definition you have to write the sum of the powers of the concentrations of the reaction terms present in the rate law is called order of reaction. So the number of reacting species present in the rate determining step is called molecularity of reaction. Order, it is obtained by experimentally. So molecularity of reaction is obtained from reaction mechanism. Okay. So order must be 0, whole number, positive, negative and fraction number also. So molecularity is only 1, 2, 3. Molecularity is up to 3 only. So here molecularity is not 0. Molecularity is 3 only. So here molecularity is equal to 1, 2, 3 maximum. Okay, but not 0. Okay. So molecularity is 1, 2, 3 maximum but not 0. So here types of molecularities. So unimolecular, bimolecular, trimolecular types of reactions. 0 order, first order, like that we may discussed. So here 0 order already we discussed in previous class. Whose concentration is 0, or the concentration of the reactants, rate of reaction does not depends on the concentration of the reactants. That is nothing but a 0 order reaction. Okay. So this is the way molecularity of reaction and order of reaction differences can be discussed. Very important topic. It is for 4 marks. Okay. It is for 4 marks. Okay. So before molecularity of reaction we have to discuss one more topic, that is we are going to discussing now. Okay. Then determination of how order of reaction can be determined experimentally means Now we are going to discuss. Okay, how order of reaction determined experimentally means determination of order of reaction experimentally. Now we are going to discuss a determination of order of reaction. A determination of order of a reaction. So this is important. Okay. So order of reaction can be determined by following methods. Okay. So how order of reaction can be determined means the first one is nothing but integrated equation method. Integrated equation method, the first one, and second one is nothing but graphical method. Graphical method. Then third one is Ostwald isolation method. Ostwald isolation method. Then fourth one is nothing but a differential Van 't Hoff differential method. Van 't Hoff's Van 't Hoff differential method. Van 't Hoff differential method. And next one is nothing but a half life method. Half life method. So determination of order of reaction by 5 methods: integrated equation method, graphical method, Ostwald's isolation method, Van 't Hoff's differential method, and a half life method. Now we are going to discuss a half life method. Half life method or half time method is same. Half life method. So first of all, you know half life is nothing but a T half. What is a T half means? Initial concentration is A. At time, see, at time T, initial concentration is A. At time equal to T, initial concentration is equal to A. So after some time, so concentration will be A by 2. Then here time is nothing but T half. Here time is nothing but T half. It is nothing but half time, half life method, where the initial concentration is reduced to half of its concentration. At the time, it is nothing but a half life or half time method. So here concentration T half is inversely proportional to, therefore T half is inversely proportional to 1 by a to the power of n minus 1. 1 by a to the power of 1 minus 1. Like that, T1 half is inversely proportional to A1 half to the power of n minus 1. So in the same way, T1 half is inversely proportional to 1 by A1 n minus 1. Then T 2 half is inversely proportional to 1 by a to n minus 1, a to n minus 1. So therefore t1 half by t2 half is equal to a2 by a1 whole power n minus 1. It is nothing but a half time method or half life method. So this is half time method. At time t equal to t, initial concentration is a. Then time equal to t half, then concentration will be half. That particular time where the concentration, initial concentration become to half is nothing but half time, that is called half time of that chemical reaction. Then t half is inversely proportional to 1 by a power n minus 1. In the same way t1 half or t2 half we may calculate it. Then t1 half by t2 half equal to, so here t1 t2 are half lives of half lives, t1 half and t2 half are half lives, half lives. Okay, then a1 comma a2 are concentrations, okay. This is the way determination of order of reaction. So this topic I have to tell before this topic. Order of reaction is over, then we will discuss first zero order, first order, second order and nth order, then determination of order of reaction. So what is order of reaction, how it is determination by experimentally, means you have to write this. Next molecularity of reaction, then differences between molecularity of reaction. It is also important for 8 marks question. It is important for 4 marks. It is important for 4 marks. Differences also important for 4 marks. Okay. So this is the way we may discuss order of reaction. Next determination of order of reaction, molecularity of reaction and types of molecularity of reaction. Types of molecularity of reaction. Okay. Then we are going to discuss. Integrated rate equations for zero order and first order. Now integrated rate equations we are going to discuss. Okay. So if it is your question, sir, what's the need of discussing integrated rate equation means? So rate of reaction is expressed in differential method, but differential method is not suitable to calculate the rate of reaction in every time. So that's why the need is arised to integrating differential rate of reaction. So here first integrated rate equation for zero order, then first order we will discuss. So this is first zero order chemical reaction. Integrated rate equation we are going to discuss first zero order chemical reaction. So in general A, it is nothing but a reactants gives rise to products. Okay. So it is a chemical reaction I am taking. In general, reactants gives rise to products. So here concentration is 0 because concentration of reactants is equal to 0 because it is a zero order chemical reaction. then rate equal to minus d concentration R by dt, it is equal to k into concentration R power 0 into concentration R power rate equal to minus dr by dt equal to 0. Then so here something to the power of 0 means C concentration R by d by dt equal to, so it is something to the power of 0 1 k into 1 k, so it is nothing but k. Then d concentration R equal to minus k dt. Okay, now it is a differential integrating both sides. Now integrating both sides. Okay, so integration symbol is like this, d concentration R by d concentration R equal to integration minus k dt. Okay, so then what happened, integration differentiation cancel, concentration R is equal to minus kt plus I equal to integration constant, integrating means we have to keep a constant, that's why I is equal to integration constant. This is integration. BPC student, they don't know about integration. So integration means combining, differential means dividing, combining dividing cancel, then concentration R equal to minus kt plus I, this is equation 1. Okay, at t equal to 0 concentration R equal to R naught, initial concentration R equal to R naught, these two values substituting in equation 1, then what happened, R naught is equal to minus k into 0 kt plus 0 plus I, then R naught equal to what happened, R concentration not equal to I, it is equation 2. Okay, now equation 2 is 1. Substitute equation 2 in equation 1. Substitute equation 2 in equation 1. Then what happened? Equation 2, this is equation 1. Then in the place of R naught I am writing. Then R naught concentration is equal to then so it is 1 so R naught equal to I, so it is R concentration equal to minus kt into plus I, in the place of I am writing R concentration naught. Okay, then I want k, then what happened, R concentration minus R concentration not equal to minus kt, then what happened, k equal to 1 by t, then what happened, 1 by t, R concentration not minus R concentration. Okay, so this is equal to k equal to R concentration not minus R concentration by t. Okay, this is integrated rate equation for zero order. Okay, here k equal to rate constant, R concentration not equal to initial concentration or concentration is equal to final concentration T equal to time. T equal to time. So this is integrated rate equation for zero order. So what is the need of discussing integrated rate equation means differential rate equation is not correct for calculating rate of reaction every time. So the need is arised to discuss integrated rate equation. So in this class what we discussed means order of reaction, determination, molecularity of reaction, types of molecularity of reaction, next integrated rate equation for zero order. So next we will discuss first order and half life. Okay, leaving.